first nighttime ride with the Talaria Steam. You know, I ain't got my light kit on yet, but I should be installing it sometime this weekend. I'm gonna have like a turn signals and stuff. But I like, hey, I want to go ahead and get a night ride in. Cops don't say nothing to me in my town, no way for real, cause I'm one of the only probably people in my city I live in that actually have an e-bike. People don't really ride them. It haven't got here yet in Alabama for the e-bike thing. So yeah, I get a ride to Talaria Steam MX4 to the store and pick up one item that my wife forgot. So yep, bear with me. You know, it's first ride on the MX4. Yep, it's gonna be a good little ride. You ready? Like I said, this bike is way different than my other bikes. The takeoff on this bike is crazy. Basically, this bike's like a motorcycle. I haven't drove a motorcycle before. This don't feel like no e-bike, like an e-motorcycle. Quiet. You don't hear any noise on it. Yeah, I'm happy to have it. It took me 4 months to decide whether I was going to get it or not. And I was like, I got too many bikes at the house. And you see, I got 3 right now. There's another bike coming, like a motorcycle's coming. And I have to get rid of something. I didn't want to have almost all that money tied into some toys. So when I sold the Onyx about 3 weeks ago, I was like, it's time now. Talaria Steam, you know, it's a very popular bike on YouTube. And I was like, I always wanted one. It's a dirt bike. And I was like, let me go ahead and get this bad boy. And I was talking to my friend Rob Dunn now. He was like, man, get Talaria, sell the bummer, get Talaria. I like the bummer too, but I was probably going to sell too. And I was like, Talaria, it had me intrigued. You know, I really like the Saran at first. I thought the Saran was kind of small. It didn't really look like a, never something I ride them. I mean, no disrespect to the Saran, if you don't have them. It doesn't look like something that I want, you know, so that's the reason why I was so subjective. But when the MX3 came out, I was like, oh, okay, it's a competitor to the Saran. And so I was like, I'm gonna get it in the next model. And I always say that I never get the first model of nothing, because you know they had to work the bugs and stuff out. And again, the Saran was better than the MX4, the MX3. I mean, because it had some stuff that was good about the MX3. But the Saran was better. So I was like, the next version of the Talaria gonna be awesome. But I ain't never know when they were gonna make it. So we never knew. It was like, all of a sudden we heard MX4 coming out. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta get that bike. And I see YouTube videos about it. It's bigger, quieter, faster. And this bike, I got it to 53 miles per hour. I could never get my Onyx to 53 miles per hour. So this already winning. And it also tells you the battery percentage of this bike. Like my Onyx, you never knew with me, yet you marked it. You never really knew what kind of battery you had with it. So I was like, hey, I'm gonna get this bike. Whenever I do sell stuff. So when I did sell the Onyx, I ordered this bike that same night. I thought about it for a while, me and Rob talked about it for a while. He was like, we need to get the bike. And after a while, I went and clicked the button. I bought it like maybe 2-3 days before I actually told him I actually bought it. And I was like, this bike will do good for me. It'll do good for my channel and stuff. And yeah, so I was like, I'm gonna get this bad boy here. Oh yeah. And I was like, sure, I'm gonna get it. And I say, let's see what it does. I'm gonna pause the jump and run to the store, quick light, pick up a couple items, and I'll be right back. I'm back. It took 2 seconds, for real. I'm just kidding. Took a little bit. I like to go in the store and run my mouth a little bit, so it probably took a little bit longer than it normally does. But yeah, again, yep, that's my story. I mean, you know, I've been wanting a Talaria for a while. I wanted the MX3, but you know, I just could never bite myself the bullet. Cause I kept saying it's the first model. I guarantee they're gonna come out with something else. I kept saying it. I just knew they were gonna come out with something else. And I was like, they gonna come out with a new one. Before I bought this one, I was trying to make sure that they decide not to come out with something else. Before I got this one here, I was like, nah, they're gonna try to come out with something else different. And now I'm behind the 8 ball again. Oh yeah, so oh yeah, so I decided to go with the Talaria. Oh, this a run. The Ultra B was kind of like, hey, I looked at it a couple times too, but it came down to the Talaria. I always wanted one, so I sold my Onyx RCR and I picked this up. And a lot of people was wondering, what was I gonna get? It was this the whole time. It was the Talaria. Talaria was the bike when I wanted. Again, like I said, nothing but smile. This bike is quiet. It get up and go. The battery's pretty strong, and it's a mod machine. I already got plans for this bad boy. A bigger battery, bigger controller, probably go to different tires, but it's gonna be a slow build. I'm not gonna be all fast with the build process and stuff. Yeah, so this bike, it's a mod machine. But the real thing about it is I kind of got rid of Onyx because it was no mods I really could do. I wanted like a bigger motor and stuff, but you know, they didn't have it at the time. I wanted a different controller that's kind of plug and play. They didn't have it. So all of a sudden I seen like this like week that they got a the lithium power was making a bigger motor for the RCR. Like, look at that. But then Onyx is so cheap these days. I seen Onyx for $2,500. If I ever sell like my Steel Bomber or anything else, I come across another Onyx pretty cheap, I'll pick one up. But right now, I'm kind of happy with what I got now. Cause remember, I got the V5 coming in probably within the next 2.5 weeks. It's gonna be coming in. So now I got enough of toys to review and talk about for a while. Got enough to review and talk about. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with the purchase of Talaria, man. I ain't learned how to wheel it yet, but the next time I learn how to do is wheel it. Because the first time I took off on this bike, bam, on my back I went. You know, in the Onyx, you turn the half throttle, you don't go that fast. With this bike, it got so much torque, I turned that throttle just a little bit and it threw me off the bike. And so on my back and my head I went. It was so fun to do, but I didn't record it, so yeah, I didn't record that, man. My wife would see it later on my YouTube channel, and she went crazy over that. Like, she hate me having stuff like this because she's like, it's dangerous. I'm like, hey, anything you can have can be dangerous. Yeah, so like I said, I like riding my bike as far as in the city and stuff. I ain't gotta take my car or anything like that. I just ride these e-bikes and stuff. So girl made me want to get me an e-motorcycle because I like the freedom of just getting the bike and just ride. When you're here in Alabama, it don't get ultimate cold all the time, so you can ride your bikes and stuff pretty much year round. You know, so that's the reason why I'm like, hey, I'm gonna get this Talaria and ride the heck out of it and keep it. I actually can say with the mods and stuff you can do to this bike, it's a bike I probably will keep. A lot of my bikes I get rid of, but this is a bike that it's pretty much, I think I'm gonna keep this one because it's so much more you can do to it. A lot more stuff you can do to it. So I just get you, I'm gonna keep this one here. One thing I guess I'm gonna change is the I guess regen or something, because you take your feet off, you hit off that gas, that throttle, the bike start to slow down real fast. So I might just go into the settings and do something with that. You know, but this is a good bike, man. You know, I chose to get it because I needed something, you know, just a little bit more marketed for my YouTube channel. And I feel like the bikes I currently have probably eventually did it, but it didn't have the main screen. And so that's the reason why I kind of went with the Talaria. But if you have any questions about the bike, anything you want to know, compare videos. I got one compare video going to be coming up about the Talaria versus the Bomber, Talaria versus the Apex. I'm going to do all those comparison videos this weekend. So let me know what you like to see. And Tank is out.